We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
I did. Oh, wow! Right on the tip. Just on the tip.
And Blabs. Co-hosted by our friends from around the internet.
There is a portion of Norway where it is legally required to carry a firearm at all times.
If you're just a normal man looking for common sense in this crazy-ass world, you've come to the right place. And now, broadcasting from our homes from around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, you ready? Open wide!
Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com. And most importantly, friends, especially today, SidescrollersPlus.com. What's going on, everybody? Good to see you. Happy Friday. It is Finish Strong Friday as we are about to blow past this Friday right into the weekend. School is starting. You know, chaos is about to begin. It's the end of the summer, so let's sit back and enjoy it together. Glad you're with us today. We got a big show, as always, joined by the always wonderful Blabs.
He did. What was that? What was that?
just, you know.
I saw that dubious look.
What? No. What are you talking about? The always wonderful Blabs.
Partially awful. Hello. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. Finish Strong Friday.
That's right. It is Finish Strong Friday. We have a lot going on today, and we have a big announcement to share with you guys. We'll do that here in just a little bit. Very excited to do that. But first, joining us for the second time here on Side Scrollers, the wonderful, I guess we'll just call her Meg, but she has some really cool, awesome, like Rumble name.
Megan Moo 32.
Megan Moo 32. It rhymes and all the good
Sounds like
stuff.
a football chant, like "Hut, Rule 4," whatever you guys do. Megan Moo 32.
32. Megan Moo.
Meg, how are you?
I'm doing good. Happy Friday. It's finally here.
Yes, it is finally. It's finally here. It's amazing. So having done, I've done corporate work, I've worked in all sorts of situations in the past. There's always like the rush to get to Friday. There's the whole like somebody's got a case of the Mondays thing, which is, it's a real thing. There is the lady in the office who says that, and it's not just it's funny because it's true.
Me, I tell this to Craig.
this is Labs because she's like it's
I don't
Monday
actually,
again.
guys. I don't actually.
It's Monday again. Oh,
I never do that. I just don't talk. Just be like, go away.
That's me in the mornings. I'm like, I'm not awake yet. Don't talk to me. Let me drink and finish my coffee. Then maybe we can chat.
Well, we know that Meg's an alcoholic, which is wonderful. That's right. Just let me drink, all right? Just let me drink. Have my caffeine. Man, I did get an energy drink out today, but I don't have it with me. I took my.
Did you leave it in the counter?
I left it in the fridge. Yeah, I did. But I did take my shot of my Max earlier today, about 30 minutes before the show. Like I said, I did. We have our Magic Mind sponsor, which I'd like to encourage everybody to use our link. But yeah, I use that and I always feel good. But I thought I needed a little extra sauce today.
Is it because you're still hobbling around?
Dude, the hobble is. Let me tell you this right now. The hobble's improving. I'm going to PT every day, and
it's less of a hobble, more of a swagger.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
Just walking around like this is a big old hitch in my. But no, it's still very much a hobble, but I can get around more without my boot on, which is good. So I still have 3 more weeks.
Wait, I thought you weren't supposed to take the boot off.
Well, I can like take it off to shower and sleep and stuff.
Okay.
And,
I was gonna say, if you've been breaking the rules, you'll fuck it up.
No.
Breaking the law.
No, Meg, you ever had to do any rehab on an ankle or anything like that?
Thankfully, no. And that's, God, knock on wood, even though this is fake wood.
Knock on resin.
Yes, knock on the man-made wood. Being an athlete, I'm actually very surprised that I haven't. My sisters actually had to have 2 rotator cuff surgeries. And we were both pitchers. and we hereditarily have loose joints. Mine is on my left side, hers is on her right side. So I thankfully didn't have to have any sort of surgery for that, but it was rough for her.
Well, I'll tell you what, being able to get through your athletic career without any sort of major tears, breaks, rehab, that's pretty awesome. So good for you. That's awesome stuff.
Impressive
someone
stuff.
Someone who I guarantee has been to rehab, but probably not the physical kind a couple times. Welcome in Phoenix, everybody.
What's up, my ookie cookies? How we all doing today?
No, don't do that, Phoenix.
Mommy
That's a bad
muffins?
idea.
A little bit
Yeah.
better?
What did you text me this morning, Phoenix? You should share that one.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do I
There
need
was
to call
maybe
HR?
an N-word involved or something.
Good Lord. My brother is black. Everything's fine.
Oh, okay.
My brother in Christ.
But I didn't use that particular.
Yeah, it wasn't the 2 G's or any of that stuff. It was
Right.
another one.
Okay, everything's
the
fine.
other N-word.
Everything's fine.
It was Nelly.
Yeah, what up, my Nelly?
It was Nelly.
My Nelly. That's it. Thank you.
All right.
And
Well,
canceled.
yes, that's
He
right.
just came in hot singing country grammar.
I thought he would have come in with like a line on underneath his nose.
That's for
talking about
Monday.
The drugs.
That's for Monday.
Phoenix, you can't say Nelly anymore. All right.
Why not?
Sorry.
Listen, there are rules, Blabs.
What?
and
But
we all
what about
understand.
the artist, Nelly?
Blabs? How about you be a little more sensitive? All right. You
Yes.
can't say
I'm
that.
like a bird.
Nelly
I'm a
Furtado.
fire
Did you go Nelly Furtado on us?
Yeah. Okay. Fun story. I was actually talking to Hypnotic like weeks ago, and he was talking about Nelly, like the rapper, but I was talking about the other Nelly. And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Nelly." I'm like, "This is Nelly." And I was like, I don't have a home. I'm gonna fly away. All that. And he looks at me like I'm retarded, but there's 2 Nellies.
Well, I mean, he was looking at you properly, Blabs, because there's
There's 2 Nellies. I didn't really put 2 and 2 together.
No, you did not.
Oops.
You really just need to put 1 and 1 together in that situation. Oh, that's nice. I'm getting calls about my rehab right now. Well, look,
You
hey,
missed it, didn't you, this
no,
morning?
that's tomorrow. It's that's going in this afternoon. But I got a lot of rehab coming up. Anyways, look, do us a favor. Glad you guys are here. We got a big show lined up today. Blabs is upset, as you can tell. She is fuming. She actually had her hoodie on. She was in mad mode earlier. Look at that. She's very upset. Very upset at Nintendo as well as Harry Potter, which of all things, look, this is a crazy, crazy world we got going on over there. We have an update on the Jaguar CEO. We're going to talk wrestling, of course, because why not? Hulk Hogan and all the other fun things, and how the internet is flipping out in the wrestling internet community, which is, hey, today it's a day that ends in Y, huh? Billie Eilish is in the middle of a controversy right now, of all things. The super woke, artist, but she's in the crosshairs now because she said the wrong thing, everybody. And if you're not totally in line, you're out of the club.
It's always great when they eat their own. That's always my favorite. That's the fun part.
It's become a pariah. It's outstanding. We have an update on Mortal Kombat Legacy, which is very good. And, we got a couple of reaction stuff. Well, if we get to it, we got a lot going on. We're glad everybody's with us. Meg, before we get into all the fun stuff today, real quick, will you tell everybody where they can find you?
Yes. Everything is at MeggieMoo32 across Rumble, X, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. It's all the same. I do Gen X and Millennial nostalgia content 3 nights a week. And then on the weekends, we do Off the Subject. Main show's called On the Subject. Weekend show's called Off the Subject. So we don't come in with a topic. It's literally just hanging out, playing video games, and just chatting. But you can find me, MeggieMoo32, everywhere. Follow. Like.
Yes. Her page looks like this, Phoenix, over on Rumble. You can find her right there. You can so give her a follow over there and help her continue to grow, which is wonderful.
Thank you.
Yes. As always, we have our Montez goal today. We are already 1 Montez into it. We're going to do our best to get to our 20 yellow supers today. Watch out. So we're going to do our best to get there, and we can celebrate with the Montez here on this wonderful Friday. We do have a big announcement we're going to get to very, very shortly, and we'll be talking about this for the next month. But before we do that, I wanted to let you guys know today is the final day for you guys to join us over at Side Scrollers Plus for only $1. Use promo code $. You get access to all of our shows, all of our partners, and all of our special premium events, which we may be talking about today. I'm just throwing it out there. Actually, I know I already told you we are going to be announcing our next premium event today. So we'll do that here in just a little bit. So join us. Today is the last day you can join us for $1, which means you'll be able to watch our next premium event if you join today for only $1. So we'll get to announcing that in just a little bit. But first, we always like to start the show with Today in Gaming History. So Blabs, please fill us in on the games that we may have missed.
All right, so actually a pinch and a punch for the first of the month because it's August 1st. See what I did there? Anyway, Double Dragon The Shadow Falls was released in 1994. WWF Royal Rumble was released in 2000. And this game called Tina, Swordswoman of the Scarlet Prison, was released in 2019. So that one's for the Gooners.
Okay.
I have a
I guess
feeling
this
this is a
displeases you.
shit show, is my guess.
Yeah.
When you're bringing out Tina, what was it? The
Swordswoman of the Scarlet Prison.
You're getting fired today. I'm ready. Let's.
I
see.
doubt. Look. There's Shadow Synth says Blabs W.
Yeah, so here's the problem, Blabs, is that today you chose Double Dragon 5, which is it's 5. Which is widely regarded as legitimately one of the worst games ever made.
See? You're welcome with conversation to be had.
Good save.
Proactive.
You also missed Mega Man X4 for the
See,
PlayStation
I thought of that,
and Saturn.
but then I was like, but Tina and the Royal Rumble. So actually, it was deleted because I was really going to put that in there. And then I saw Tina and Royal Rumble. So.
I don't believe you.
Okay, that's fine.
Royal Rumble is a spectacular game, by the way. Super fun, which, by the way, when this game came out in 1990, whatever it was, I thought I was looking at a TV show. Like this is so good. I remember playing this in the arcade when it came out, and the idea that you could play as all these characters, all your favorite wrestling characters. It was awesome. By the way, not even a legal pin here. Rope, foot underneath the rope, not even real. Anyways, love that game. Capcom versus SNK 2 was released 24 years ago. And here's another big one, which I'm sure everyone's going to freak out about. Golden Sun for the Game Boy Advance, released 24 years ago. So yikes, Blabs. Yikes indeed. You can see.
I don't think so. I put Tina there.
Have you ever played? Where are we looking at? I don't even see
where did
Tina.
Tina go? I'm really looking at it. Tina's gone.
Where
Tina
did she
left
go?
the building.
Slime
Tina's
Rancher.
gone now.
Yeah, what the heck, Blabs?
I don't know. Tina was there yesterday morning.
Not
Tina
there now.
has left the chat.
Tina literally left. She got insulted and she left. I'm really looking at it too. Yeah.
Thank you, Vince. Thank you, Vince. Appreciate that.
Very sad.
Yeah, I'm sad, Blabs. You're ridiculous. Everyone's Blabs was fired in the chat, please. All right.
Let me. What happened here? I found Tina on Steam. It's very positive, you know. So I'm not able to pull this up. Okay.
Of course you're not.
The tags are nudity. Hey, there's very positive reviews. 83%.
Of course, there's positive reviews because there are boobs associated with it. Blabs, congratulations. That's great. Hey, you know
big tits.
Are you looking at it, Blabs?
Is that your private browser? What you just?
No,
Are you an incognito?
No. It's the images aren't nudity, but it's very much big tits, and I'm like, you know what? I don't think we'd be able to get away with it.
Sure,
Maybe
we can.
we would be able to.
Share your screen. Go ahead.
All right, so let me crystal clear check. Yeah, I think we're fine today. It's just the tags say nudity and sexual content and everything. Here we are,
Okay.
Phoenix. So this is Tina. It says play as Tina and Cecily as they investigate Durham and try to uncover the cause of the village's sudden resurge of crime. Are they in Chicago? With the reappearance of an old foe, their job won't be easy. Titties.
Hashtag Gooner Blabs.
yeah,
in the
there
chat,
are-
please.
Gooner Blabs?
Yeah,
Now what else
hashtag
is
Gooner
new?
Blabs.
That's fine.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Meg, you were saying?
Oh, I was just hypnotized by the
Right.
boobies.
As we all are. Which
I was like,
Hey.
how does that even work? They're like just there.
Yes, that's how it is in real life too. They're kind of just there.
Yeah,
You know?
they're just like,
Oh wow. Okay. No. Oh shit. Oh, okay. That was close. They were really small images. Look at this image instead.
Flip it. Get it off there, Phoenix. Quick. No, hashtag Gunnar Blabs. Gunnar Blabs is what we're looking for. Yes. Hey, speaking of hashtags and boobs, CR Fox. It's great to see you, my dude. Came in with 20 gifted YouTube memberships.
nice.
That is spectacular. Hey, do we have anything to show him, Phoenix, on the with CR Vox over there? Can just deliver him a little bit of some fun right there.
How about this one?
Yeah, there we go. All right. little dance party. That's nice. Thank you.
This part is that's Wicked's hoodie.
That's so good. Oh my
You're on
God.
fire right there. Graham, hey, thank you very much. Yes, hashtag Gunnar Blabs in the chat. Graham came in, says, I imagine Blabs' face in the thumbnail is Craig's car battery looked like when he went to go start his car the other day. Happy Friday, meatbags. Montez, thank you so much, Graham. Could we pull up that thumbnail real quick there, Phoenix, just so we're all on the same page of exactly what my car battery looked like?
Great. I don't have the image of you with the car.
Oh no, just Blabs, just as Blabs' face in the thumbnail would be great. So that's
Yeah, just pull up today's thumbnail.
Oh,
yeah, today's thumb. Yes.
1 second.
16-bit dude also says Mega Man X4 was missed. One of my top 3 favorite games. Oh, there we go. There's Blabs. That's pretty much yes. That's exactly what my car battery looked like when it started yesterday. This 16-bit dude says Mega Man X4 was missed. One of my top 3 favorite Mega Man games, despite the awful dialogue. Oh well. For Montez. Sorry, 16-bit dude. Blabs just.
We had to make way for Tina.
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 Tina, come get your dinner.
Come on, Tina.
Come on, Tina.
Fat lord.
Dallas Braden came in with the $20. Says, Craig, what are your thoughts on Contra Legacy of War for the PS1? The character select music was awesome. Yes, I agree, and that's about it. if it's the game that I remember, I don't think a whole lot about Contra Legacy of War. Contra 4 is one of my favorite Contra games, just for reference. Contra 4 for the 3DS, spectacular game. All right, we'll get to all your super chats, all your direct donations, all your Rumble rants throughout the day.
Hang on, you have to share this because we just talked about your car battery. Phoenix, pull it up, please. Armors for One on Plus says, speaking of Craig and car battery, new VTuber idea. This is what I'm saying, Craig. This is what your VTuber should be.
That's a horrible
A battery
idea.
plus your face.
That's so stupid.
It's adorable. What are you talking about? It's so cute.
That's not going to bring in the big bucks, Blabs. What are we
Little
doing here?
VTuber battery.
Just saying.
Hi, I'm
Just
Craig,
add
and
some
I have a little
boobs and
car
we're good.
battery.
Yeah,
Woo.
Armus, give me some big old tatas on that. Then we'll talk. All right.
Speaking of tatas, okay, we didn't talk about this yesterday, but did you know that apparently Pikachu was gonna have boobies in like the USA? There was this interview that surfaced yesterday. It's on Plus now because we didn't talk about it yesterday. So if you really want to check it out, go to Plus because it's free to join. But yeah, the idea was that Pikachu was gonna have tatas, and then those images were never ever released because they were like, good God, and yeah, Pikachu had titties for a good 5 minutes.
Well, thanks, Blabs.
What? What?
Yep.
Well, let's just be glad that they didn't go
Right,
through
isn't
to
that
that
weird?
one. Because
Oh, yeah. Hashtag Gunnar Blabs.
Boom.
I prefer my Pika, nice and like cuddly, like a little bear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although some men might find boobies nice and cuddly, so I don't know.
I feel like most men do.
Most do, absolutely. Most of the time. Commodore fan came in and says, I'm not a huge RPG guy, but I love Golden Sun on the GBA. After a GameStop employee recommended it back in the day, you're Blabs, you're fired.
It's a day that ends in Y.
It's true. Hey, I actually do have breaking news, some footage to show everybody, because you said that was not released, the footage of
What'd you do?
Pikachu.
Go to Grok?
No, why would I do that? Go ahead and share my screen there, Phoenix, when you have the opportunity.
Okay.
I actually have the video.
It's just a summer dress.
I hate it. I hate it.
Like it's just wearing a bag, like a bag of sand inside. That's what it looks like.
I hate it. Thanks. I hate it.
What's wrong? You don't like Pikachu in a summer dress with big old knockers right there? Oh my God. All right.
I hate it.
Yeah, just saying. Armis says, give me a few minutes. I'll make something up. Of course you will, Armis. Appreciate that. Master P says, fire Blabs until she goes to Olive Garden and brings you proof as a receipt. Nah, she ain't going without me.
I ain't going at all.
No. You going. Let's go. We also have a Worthy One coming in as member for 18 months. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. What do you think of the death match between Moxley and Adam Page, Craig on AEW? That was the, you know what? I showed that to Blabs, and that was the one that kind of pushed her over the edge. So.
Oh, you mean with the nails?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Yeah, indeed. That's right. What says, what do you think about the Billie Eilish controversy? We will get to that in a little bit. Thank you, West. And Wist says, in the tradition of Linus Tech Tips, I like to drop the hard R. As a person of retard myself, I'm very comfortable with it. Well, excellent, Wist. Congratulations.
That actually happened to me once. I said the word retarded in one of my videos, and this person got so mad at me saying, you said the hard R in 2025, and they went off, and I was like, are you all right? Like, it's just the word.
Mm-hmm.
What year is it that we are so upset over words? Bad.
Well, because that's where we're at with in society. People are mad about everything because all the time. So
Everything.
yes, which we'll get to in a little bit. Bike Short says, as the resident gooner, I appreciate this, Blabs.
For
So
Tina's titties.
D-Day Direwolf says Blabs is sheet. Good
Yeah,
for the
D-Day's a
Blabs.
slut.
Wow. Dallas
It's
says,
true.
has anyone played
No, we're homies. It's okay. He's still a slut, though.
Dallas says, has anyone played Loaded or its sequel Reloaded on the PlayStation 1? Great gory shooter with a unique cast of characters. Phoenix, you ever played Loaded or Reloaded before?
Yeah, back in the day. It was a pretty good game. That was actually pretty good. You've played that, right? So I think it's with the clown on the cover, that iconic...
If I have, I don't recall.
It was pretty big. And then Reloaded, I think, was even kind of bigger, too.
Yeah. So I want to kind of, Blabs, you were asking about if I took Pikachu and had AI create that. The answer is yes. 1 second, Phoenix. Hold on, don't share.
You saw nothing. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
We didn't see anything.
All right. So this is what I asked it to do here. I said, go ahead, draw Pikachu with boobs.
Mm-hmm.
Right. This is what it delivered. Then I said, hey, make the move much bigger, and it delivered this.
Oh no, it's gonna get worse, isn't it?
And then I just said bigger. Yeah, I don't. There's clearly
It's like,
there's
no difference.
No difference at all. And then it said, this was an auto thing. It said, and it gave you. So I just clicked that. Nothing has improved here. That's all I'm saying. It's the exact same image every single time.
It should
Big
just be
titty
boobs
phobia.
with it just crushed under its weight. Just two little Pikachu paws underneath huge mounds.
It looks like Pikachu has no legs. Like when you look at the image, it just looks. You know when you put you get on your knees and you like put your knees on your shoes to make yourself look like a short person.
Uh-huh.
That's what it looks like.
yeah. Okay, I see that. Not a whole lot of improvement going on here with these AI imagery here. So, anyways, I'm less than impressed.
Okay, those have a difference right there.
Yeah.
The one on the right, they're a little bit more rounder.
Oh, okay. Well, if we're gonna overanalyze here, Meg, by all means, I'm just saying. There we go. Nothing says hairy chest and giant. Tatas right
I
there.
just love that huge smile with those knockers hanging.
No.
All right. Look, we teased this. We talked about how we're going to be. We have a big announcement today. We do, and we told you guys how we're going to be doing our next big event. We had King of the Couch, which was about 6 weeks ago now. That was our first ever Side Scrollers Plus premium event, and we're doing it again. So today we're officially announcing our next big event, King of the Cart. Let's go!
Oh!
King of the Cart happening Saturday, August 30th at 7 p.m. Central Time, which we are inviting a bunch of friends down. It's going to be an 8-person tournament competing on all sorts of different Mario Kart games, not just Mario Kart World, but a bunch.
Oh shit!
It's crazy.
Wow!
Crazy on his used car for you.
Thank you, Shamsa.
Holy crap!
I may have
We
just had a heart
forgot about
attack on that
Shamsa's
one.
alerts.
Okay, now we'll get back to King of the Cart in a second.
Yes.
That alert, when we started adding alerts to the screen, I kept that in because that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Whenever you hear that, you go, "Oh my God."
Especially for your tech guy. Really excited about that one.
As Shamsa, in the middle of us talking about King of the Cart, we haven't seen Shamsa in months. Came in and just donated $1,000
Wow.
to Side Scrollers.
That's
And
amazing.
to keep
Thank
the
you,
show strong.
Shamsa.
Yes,
Hit me up in
let's-
DMs. We have to talk about anime real fast.
Yes,
Hey!
all of them. Can we give it up for Shamsa, everybody? Just put some crowns in the chat, please. So now you know. I think it's every donation over $100 has that alert on it. The screen. I think it's everything 100 to 1 and above that on the direct donation side gets that alert, and it will stop down the show because that is stupid. Shamsa, we all greatly appreciate that. Can I start
Wow.
over? Can I start over?
Start again.
Okay, I'm
We
gonna
can run the
start
intro.
over.
Here we go.
Okay. Whew. Okay. So our big announcement today is that we have our next big event happening, King of the Cart, happening August 30th at 7 p.m. Now, this is going to be exclusive to Side Scrollers Plus members. We've rented out the venue. We're flying all of our friends down once again. It's going to be a really great event. All sorts of different video games, all sorts of different Mario Kart games. Mario Kart World be a part of it. Maybe the original, maybe in 64, maybe some other ones. I don't know. We'll see. But the format we'll tell you guys about a little bit later on. And we'll be also telling you guys who's going to be a part of the event throughout the month, starting today with the first person who's being announced for King of the Cart. And that is Blabs. Look at Blabs.
Yay!
Yay.
Yay!
So
It's
Blabs
always
is
a
coming
scary
down.
face for my photos. I appreciate it. Thank you, Craig.
That's right. So we'll be announcing more as you we pull that image back up there, Phoenix. You can see the dates we have associated with that. So on Mondays and Thursdays throughout the month, we'll be announcing the other competitors. We have a very
Oh, shit!
Oh my gosh.
It's Crazy Ernie from Crazy Ernie's Used Car Emporium.
I'm going to have to make a button for Best Person Ever award.
Can we get with the golden buzzer like in America's Got Talent and just boom?
Holy
Wow.
crap.
Shit, Shamsa, thank you very much.
Craig is
Wow.
just in shock.
You're never gonna be able to get through this announcement. She's trying to like deteriorate it. She's like, no.
I will start over every time if it takes Shamsa stopping down the show.
You're just doing so well. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
I cannot believe Shamsa just donated $1,000 again. That is mega Giga Chad
Yeah.
move right there.
Jesus.
Thank you, Shamsa. I think that's really all we can say is that is ridiculous, you queen. So our big announcement
Take 3.
is coming up on August 30th, the first ever King of the Cart. We are very, very excited for this. Our first competitor announced is going to be Blabs, and every Monday and Thursday throughout the rest of the month, we will be unveiling new folks who are going to be competing in that. With that said, it'll be exclusive over on Side Scrollers Plus. We're going to have our pre-show available on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, everywhere. And then the main show will be available on Side Scrollers Plus for our members. And today is the last day that you can use promo code $, to join us over at Side Scrollers Plus. So if you join today and today only, you'll be able to watch the show for only $1 because if you do the math on that, 30 days from now is the 31st or the 30th, whatever it is at the end of August. And that that show will be included in your first month. So encourage you to give it a go. Use promo code $, at checkout, and we would love for you guys to join us over at Side Scrollers Plus. We did it. We made it through the King of the Card announcement. Hopefully, maybe. Hopefully we didn't. Actually, let's go. Let's go. Big ups to Shamsa right here. Let's just throw a Montez out there, because why not? Because Shamsa came in and just did it. Let's roll. What do we got?
Bitch! Montez!
Let's go. That's awesome. Outstanding stuff right there. Once again, Shamsa, thank you so much. Incredibly generous. Just murdered everything today. And great to see you. I've DM'd you over on, just side note, I've DM'd you over on Discord. So just thanks. Robonex says, Blabs, you're so fired. Mega Man X4 is a classic. And Pep Killa says, W for having Megamoo on the show. Yeah, of course.
See,
Thanks,
instead of Mega Man, we got Mega Moo.
That's right. Salafool Cool Ranch Radio says, Jaguar's customer base is rich men who drive the country clubs that have beer carts to play golf, not art students. Yes, we will get to the Jaguar thing in a little bit. Spoon Ninja says, it's 2025 of the world of control and thought crime. 23,000 people arrested in the last year in the UK, and only they only arrested 750 during COVID. Wow. Thank you, Spoon Ninja. John says, Craig, what steps are you taking to ensure no one gets teabagged? Oh, at King of the Cards?
We're encouraging it.
Yes. Why would we dissuade anybody from teabagging anybody at King of the Card? That's ridiculous.
No rules.
Yeah.
There's no rules in King of the Card.
No, absolutely not. Wes says, Craig, Blabs goons to books, not games, like all women. There we go.
Yeah,
Thank you,
no,
Wes.
I don't read the lusty books. Fact checked. Incorrect.
Zidarian says, won't be going for Poppy today. I spent most of my budget for the show on my nephew. Hey, that's a good use of your money. Says, I got him to do some work in the backyard and around the house while I sit here listening to you drinking chocolate milk and playing freestyle on PlayStation 2. Hi, Meg. All right.
Hi.
Thanks, Denarian. That's excellent. All right. Look, we've goofed around here for a solid 30 minutes, and we are very glad you guys have joined us today. King of the Cart is happening. Very much looking forward to you guys popping over on Plus, joining us over there. Once again, can't throw that out enough. Today's the last day to join for $1, so get on it, doggone it, as our friend Cam says. With that said, friends, it's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News. We have official word as to why Hulk Hogan passed away just a few days ago and then set the internet on fire. Meg, were you a big Hulk Hogan fan?
I was more of a Sting fan.
Oh, this is Sting.
But I do have some love in my heart for Hulk Hogan. His family doesn't live that far from me in Tennessee.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay, nice.
Have you gone to his house with binoculars or something?
Yeah, I climbed over the fence and I just went and knocked on the door and I was like,
Hey.
hi.
What's up, Hulkster? Good to see you.
My
Do you want to wrestle?
That's right. You asking Hulk Hogan if he wants to wrestle, that's a weird thing. All right. All right. But the official cause of Hulk Hogan's death, as suspected, was in fact a cardiac arrest, according to a cremation approval summary report. So he's going to get cremated. Wow. Hogan died from acute myocardial infraction, what is commonly referred to as a heart attack. His death was ruled as a result of natural causes and was certified by his personal physician right there. Hogan also had a history of whatever that is, a heart condition and leukemia. Or cancer that affects the blood and bone marrow, according to the report.
You couldn't say the word atrial fibrillation.
Who is this guy? It's Crazy.
Is this
Ernie
real?
from Crazy Ernie's Used Car Emporium.
Is this real?
I don't know. You have to check.
This is real.
Wow.
It'd be awkward if it was just misfiring accidentally.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Shamsa just direct. Meg, you're coming on every day.
Okay.
You're hired. Congratulations. Shamsa just directly donated another $1,000. I don't even know what to say. And by the way, yes, please, more of that.
No, Shamsa doesn't like the boobs. No.
Get him out of there. That's right. Get him out of there. Let's get more dancing blabs.
Okay.
There you
Yeah.
go. That's good. All right. Yeah, Eric's right. King of the Cart, sponsored by Shamsa. Shamsa, by the way, dropping that. No messages. Just
mic drop, cast drop.
well, see you later. Yes. Graham is right. It's Shamsa's sandbox, and we're all just playing in it.
It's Shamsa's world.
I can't even believe what's happening.
Wow.
That's ridiculous. Okay, well.
So anyways, Hulk died.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. Well, I don't even know how do you respond to that? You go, yeah, okay. Well, that's incredibly generous of you, and Shamsa, thank you so much for making the show go. To say the least, that's spectacular.
Yeah.
Okay, let's collect ourselves to move on. Hulk Hogan is dead. Damn.
Wait, no, I want you to say that word. Phoenix.
Damn, Phoenix. Crazy.
This is like the freaking Mexican Navy ship all over
Timing.
again. 3 people died. Hooray!
The timing. Impeccable.
Oh my god.
Always on
I
fire.
want Craig to say that word. Atrial fibrillation. Go on.
I can't say that.
Why not?
Yeah.
I believe in you.
Atrial fibrillation.
Fibrillation.
Did I do it?
There's an R in that fib word.
Atrial fibrillation.
That's all right. You know what?
Nailed it.
Some people just can't read. It's all right.
This is accurate.
You went to the school for kids who can't read good.
He took the
Listen.
short bus.
I am Derek Zoolander. All right, I am Derek Zoolander. Okay, so I wanted to tie this all into wrestling as well, as we were talking about Hulk Hogan dying of ironically a heart attack. You have to be kidding me.
Is this real, Craig? Like, is this like
From Crazy Ernie's used
Is it
car
actually
emporium.
legit?
He said, dude, I'm in the
Good line
chat.
chat piece. This is to make sure the notification works.
Yes, Shamsa. Listen, Shamsa is in the chat.
I hope I spelled that right.
Yes, he did.
Unbelievable. And yes, text to speech does work. Hey,
Or does it? I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, we could give it another test.
Oh my god, that is unbelievable. Yeah, I don't even know what to say.
Your ankle surgery has been funded.
No, it hasn't. I'm still $48,000
That's
short
true.
from
This is
yes.
true.
Oh my gosh. Well, Shamsa, it's spectacular. This will. I don't even know what's happening right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on a button in the future. We gotta
We need a
put
Shamsa
some
button.
huge production value into that.
Yes, I agree. The $1,000 donation times 4. Yes, it's ridiculous.
Someone said,
Okay.
quick, cash out.
yeah, I'm out. We're gonna put it all on red. Let's go, kids. All right. Well, I did want to tie this into what happened yesterday in the United States, specifically at the White House, because this has got the internet wrestling community going nuts. As this was actually pretty cool, and there is a lot of irony here in that Hulk Hogan died of a heart attack, but yesterday our president announced that they were bringing back the presidential fitness test.
Thank
and
the
Presidential
Lord.
Fitness Award. And the reason why it ties into wrestling is if you look directly to our president's left and to our right, that is Triple H, which has the wrestling internet community freaking out. Here we go. Let's go see what our president had to say.
I'm pleased to announce that we're officially restoring the Presidential Fitness Test and the Presidential Fitness Award, and it's going to be a very big thing. From the late 1950s until the 2013 graduate scholars all across our country competed against each other in the presidential fitness test. And it was a big deal. This was a wonderful tradition, and we're bringing it back. I'm pleased.
So, do you know anything about this, Meg? The presidential fitness test, what it was like?
Yes, I remember doing it every year in elementary school through, I believe middle school, where there were certain.
No, 1001?
It's Crazy Ernie from Crazy Ernie's Used Car Emporium.
Last time to interrupt test seems to be working fine.
Holy crapola.
Wow.
Shamsa, I'm just going to throw this out there. You can interrupt the show whenever you want. just letting you know. Like, don't feel like you're like getting in the way or anything. Can we please get some crowns, please, in the chat? I don't even know how to respond to that. But just say thanks to Shamsa. I look forward to the day where I can just give you a big old hug. Just say thanks, because you are allowing us to do this, which is spectacular.
I think we are announcing that with all these donations, we're getting Brad Pitt for King of the Cart.
That's right. That's right. His appearance fee is looking more reasonable right now.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. That is spectacular. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what Triple H had to say about this.
Wait, real fast though. This fitness test, was that the stuff that you had to do like the whole
pull-ups,
relay?
sit-ups, shuttle run, V-sit reach, the mile run, all of those things. And
I thought there was a name for it, but not that name, not the presidential. There was like another name for it.
They called it the presidential fitness test, and there were also presidential fitness awards. And I think that's probably why they got rid of it, was because some kids may not have been as fit as other kids. But at the same time, we're seeing a huge continuing to rise in childhood obesity. And I believe that this type of thing, although, yes, it can make some kids feel bad about themselves. However, it kind of introduces them to a more physical lifestyle. And if they want it, honestly, it's kind of a way to bully the kid indirectly. If the kid is overweight or obese and he's not as fit as his buddy, maybe this is the opportunity to motivate that kid to put the donuts down.
This is interesting. Okay, here are the standards here. And I'm curious to see what we could do, or like if any, where we stand on this. Okay. For age 11, standards includes a V-sit and reach of 4+ inches for boys and 6.5 inches for girls. What does that mean? What is a V-sit? Just like sitting on the ground?
You sit on the ground, and then you put your feet up against this ruler.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then you're flat on the ground and you reach forward as far as you can. And it's supposed to test your flexibility through your legs and your hips.
Okay.
But you keep your legs straight and you reach as far as you can.
Basically, you're sitting in front of like this wooden thing, and it's got like a ruler on it, and you slide the ruler with your fingers, and you just push as far as you can go, like a flexibility. And that's how they measure like how flexible you are, right? How much you move the ruler.
Look at this though. This is interesting. Okay. 6 pull-ups for boys, 3 for girls, 47 sit-ups for boys, 42 for girls, and a mile run or walk of, I guess, 7 minutes, maybe.
But I thought the boys and girls were all the same.
Blabs, we're back in reality over here. All right.
Real quick question: is this the new one, or is this like the older? I'm just curious if it's the same test.
Well, this is the original test, included age-specific physical markers. Though exact benchmarks for the new reinstated version haven't been finalized. But I got to be honest, I know for a fact that I could not do 10 pull-ups right now. Know for a fact I can't. I think I could do 56 sit-ups, but I know that I couldn't run a mile in 6 minutes. There's no way.
These are just these are the bare minimum. Like they raise the bar really high, but like obviously there's a shit ton of kids that don't meet that. Like There's no way. I always could never do the V-sit reach as well as other kids could because I just wasn't flexible. But there's certainly no way I could run a mile at 7 years old in 9 minutes. Absolutely not. And I can't even do 10 pull-ups myself right now. But I think they put this as like, there's tiers too. So depending on the age group, obviously right here we have ages 11 through 14. And they do that, I guess, to motivate kids to be fitter so that they have a goal to reach. But oftentimes, from my experience back in my day, these kids never there's barely anybody that even gets close to some of these numbers.
Well, I think these are all, you give kids a number to strive towards. I think that's pretty awesome. Here was the announcement of this as well. It says, let's make America fit again.
We have a president that knows sports unlike any other. He brought together 30 of the most elite athletes to bring back the presidential fitness test.
We think we have the opportunity to change in the 70-year history of PCSFN the course of where it's going currently. We have some of the greatest athletes behind us from all different sports to headline, envision, and empower the students of our young generation.
I've watched sort of the decline of the youth of America and their ability and sort of the decline of the importance of fitness and health and nutrition and all of it. And it's an incredible honor, and I'm thrilled to dig in and get to work.
We're all about helping young youth to be moved. It's about sport, it's about fitness and nutrition. I have a passion for all of them. So I'm excited to be able to make a difference in kids' lives moving forward. So I'm very thankful for the President Trump for giving me this platform and for us to change the generation.
I love this.
Yeah, I'm totally on board. Totally on board with this idea. Now, this has not gone over very well, like I said, in the internet wrestling community. Triple H spoke at the White House during this, and the internet wrestling community is, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain here. And this is obviously Triple H when he was a wrestler, pretending to do presidential speeches and stuff like that. And here he is. And this is 6,000 thumbs up over here. It's pretty amazing to kind of see the response from just the internet wrestling community is almost as crazy as the video game community. There's a lot of Looney Tunes in the IWC, and anytime anybody's associated with anything that they don't like, this is exactly what happens. People go, well, I don't even know, and they freak out. And there's a lot of crossover in wrestling and video games. So anyways, interesting stuff happening there. And I think that's great for America, if I'm being totally honest with you. I love the idea of people getting up and getting out. And especially today, as phones have become so relevant, sedentary lifestyles have become so relevant. And we sit around all day, and it's important that we get up and get moving. And maybe Blabs, when those new standards are set, maybe that's a goal for all of us, me, you, and Phoenix. And maybe we put it out to all of our guests. We can see who can accomplish the presidential, maybe for a 13-year-old boy or girl or whatever. Whoever can accomplish that.
So we
first.
have to identify as children now.
No. You just have to do the test. You just got to do the test. That's all.
I identify as a 14-year-old boy now.
I think you all need to speak for yourselves, because I've been doing Kegels this entire time. I'm on 50 right now. Rock hard.
Okay.
Ow.
Hell yeah, brother.
Good for you, Phoenix. It's great to hear. All right.
I think it's great.
What else you got on that, Meg? Because I agree. I think it's.
But real fast, do you guys remember doing that relay thing where you had you have to run across the gym, wait a couple seconds, wait for the beep, and then the beep would just be going faster and faster and faster, and you'd be like
beep test.
Yeah, but there was I feel like there was another name for it. I'm just wholly blanking on it.
No, they call it sometimes they call it beat the beep.
No, there was like a legit stupid name for it. Maybe it was just in my school. But yeah, it was a nightmare. Absolute nightmare.
I think it's great. I agree with everything you said. There's a rise in sedentary lifestyle that's been going on for a long time. And I've just noticed that there's not a whole lot of kids playing outside that much anymore. And I don't know if it's just my area, but the sports and little leagues is not very prevalent, and there's not very many kids in it. And I used to play softball. I played for 12 years, and it was huge. And there were so many girls that would play, and they were good, like really, really good at a very young age. And now I used to teach pitching lessons. I can't even find, 8 to 12-year-olds to teach lessons to, because they're like, we'll put it off later. I'm like, well, you're not going to be any good if you put it off later. You might as well start now. So I think it's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there is a lot of that, a lot of what you just spoke of, as far as, like kids today are like, why do I need to start working hard now? I don't understand why I need to start working hard now. It's like, so you can be good later.
Yeah.
That's why, they don't quite understand that. Graham came in and says, wait, you're telling me the blue-haired land manatees and body positivity lunatics have a problem with mandatory exercises? Color me shocked, Montez. Thank you, Graham. Mercenary says, shaming a fat kid works. Never stop shaming. Oh, my God. By the way, Graham has a theory when it comes to Shamsa over here. He says, Shamsa is the heir to the Escobar Booger Sugar Empire. Confirmed. I cannot confirm or deny that. Ranting Ryan says, despite being in a wheelchair, I eagerly participated in the fitness test in elementary school, even though I could have claimed medical exemption. It's about discovering your abilities and strengths. Let's go, Ranting Ryan.
It's also developmental. That's the age of developmental skills. You're developing those skills to be a better athlete if you choose to be an athlete later in your life.
Yes. Commodore fan says, big problem with the IWC is that you get a lot of people from the UK and Canada who tend to skew more left, and US lefties trying to find a tribe to fit in. Thank you, Commodore fan. Tenarian says, Shams has been saving up since last time. That's probably. Torgo says, this show has been renamed Shamsa Scrollers. Yes, 100%. And apparently Armis says, full body, Craig. Okay, Armis. Alma John says, I love you guys, but Evo is getting ready to start, so I'll catch you later. All right, Alma John, enjoy Vegas out there, buddy. Have a good time. All right, let's go ahead and move on. We have this little controversy here from Billie Eilish. Have you guys heard about Billie Eilish? First off, do you know who Billie Eilish is?
Yeah.
She sings that Bad Guy song.
I actually only knew about her about like 5 years ago, or give or take. Not even less than that. Probably like around 2021 when she was just popping up everywhere. I'm like, who is this chick? And I think I've survived listening to an entire song. I've not done it.
She sings that Bad Guy
Stupid
song.
Barbie one. And the James Bond where she's just whispering the entire time.
Yeah, it's the on the bad guy. Yeah, and it's they're clever. I guess they're catchy more than anything else. But she is not exactly. I wouldn't say she's by all means considered conservative by any means. But she made the horrible mistake of saying this at a concert in Ireland.
Well, as you guys know, I'm Irish, so it's cool to be here. I am not from here, obviously, but it's really cool to come somewhere and like everybody looks exactly like you.
Billie Eilish has some good genes. There we go.
Oh boy, does she?
Billie Eilish coming to American Eagle near you.
We have this from AOL. You guys remember AOL? AOL.com is still a thing. Her filter dropped for a moment. Ooh, this is what we have. This is the internet saying, oh, her true colors are showing out. Racist or just proud of her ancestry? Those are the questions netizens, I hate that term, are asking after a clip of Billie Eilish speaking to a crowd in Ireland has gone viral. The singer was performing in Dublin when she made the statement, but what she said, it was being interpreted in various ways, with some people saying she's about to be in a lot of trouble right here. So she's on stage. You saw what she says. On the last leg of her UK and European Hit Me Hard and Soft tour, Eilish played 2 sold-out crowds in Dublin, Ireland. In a moment of reflection during the show, the 22-year-old expressed how delighted she was to be there. The pop star told the crowd that her appreciation began in the land of her ancestors. So, and you saw that right there. She later said, "You're as pasty as me," talking about having Irish heritage. So you can see the response here. So is she around? So if she's around Asian, Black, Hispanic, LGBT, does she not feel seen? I'm usually the too woke friend, but it's obvious she didn't mean this in a racist way. I get what she's saying. So there's Max, the too woke friend here.
Max is getting canceled immediately.
Yes, he's done. He's done. She continues, "It just makes me feel so seen. Also, 1,000 of my relatives are in the crowd right now, I'm pretty sure. She called the crowd so beautiful and thanked them for their hospitality. I love it. It's so beautiful, and y'all are so beautiful. I see so many beautiful faces out there." And so there we are. So does she blur? Oh, here we go. So literally, she said pasty white like it's supposed to be a good thing.
It's not sad.
She's cracking a joke at herself.
Right. There she is. So, Blabs, your thoughts on Billie Eilish and the...
Well, I think Billie Eilish is an absolute idiot. So to answer Wes' question, if you think she's going to be based or not, she's not based. She literally just said, "Oh, it's really cool to be in Ireland, with her ancestry and everything." And that was it. The fact that people are like blowing this out of proportion, or like people on the internet are like, "Ree is retarded." She literally just said, "Oh, it's really cool to be surrounded by a bunch of Irish people." What? Huh? Like, that's something bad? If she was saying something in like Africa, no one would care. Be like, "Oh, it's really cool to be surrounded by Africans." No one would freaking care about that. But because it's the white people, they're pissed off. It's insane.
Well, this is point out, and I'll tell you this AOL article does a pretty good job of presenting both sides, which, says some people claim that online reactions would be different if a Black or brown singer made the statement.
Facts.
Now, if Beyonce went on stage and said something like that, it wouldn't be a problem at all. Imagine P. Diddy saying that in Detroit. Another chimed in. Still another said, "And yet other people can literally sing 'They Not Like Us,'" referring to Kendrick Lamar's song over here. So, yes. So, I don't know. Phoenix, you were saying you really enjoy the idea when kind of they eat their own?
It's my favorite thing to watch is them constantly eating their own, and then watching the person who now is getting eaten like go into it even further. That's not their moment of realization, of waking up. They're not doing any of that. They just dig in further and apologize more, which is actually my question. Did Billie Eilish apologize for this?
I hope that she doesn't. I hope she doubles down and just says, "I said what I said, and you took it out of context. I was where my family is from, where my heritage is, and I'm proud of it. And you can think what you want to think about what I said, but no." She probably won't, though. She'll probably apologize.
Yeah. No, and that's usually how it goes. I made an unfortunate statement in a time of emotion or something like that, and it's going to be something like that. So, yeah, and the reality is that if she doesn't say anything, her ticket sales won't drop. People are still going to go see her, and all the people complaining about her are still going to go see her anyways because Billie Eilish comes through town. It's not going to, just stand up, have some huevos there, Billie.
Do we even
I wonder
think
if
this
her
is
brother.
I'm sorry, Maggie.
No, I was gonna say, I wonder if her brother had come out on stage with her and said that, because he's like an Irish ginger. Would he have faced the same backlash? Because I think everyone would have known what he meant.
No, because he's not Billie Eilish. That's the issue. Is she has
he's pretty damn famous, though.
Yeah, he's pretty famous though.
Who's
they're
brother?
a duo.
Phineas.
He writes like the music. Anytime basically she wins like some award, basically he does.
They write
too.
all their music together.
Yeah, they're like a duo.
Oh, I had no idea. No idea.
Yeah.
He's really talented.
Is he the bad guy?
Hey,
no, I didn't think so.
Okay. I have a quick question.
Ian, yes.
Real fast. Do we think that this is going to amount to anything? Do we think we're now starting to get over that hill where now this is just like the final death throes of a dying media industry where like just no one gives a shit?
Okay. I think a lot of that stems from how American Eagle responds. I'm not kidding. I think that if American Eagle, who has caught the most backlash about this insanity, comes out and it's like, "Hey, fuck y'all," like our stock's up, we're selling jeans, this is the way it's going to be. Like if they bow and they cower down and they bend the knee, right? Then I actually think that sends a powerful message, right? if they do bend the knee, and they're like, "Where's Yori?" But if they don't, and they Homer Simpson it all the way down into the ground, then you know what? I do think that is a cultural message. I don't know, Phoenix, you said you agree?
I agree 100%. I was even ranting about that just on the other episode, where I was just hoping and praying that they just stay the course, because if they do that, they're going to be rewarded for it. Everyone in that company is going to make a lot more money because everyone is done with this. And I think even with even this article, I think most people now are starting to just, okay, enough. I think everyone wants to just move on with their lives. I'm getting that kind of feeling, and I'm hopeful. So they have to stay the course. And I want Dunkin' Donuts to do the same thing. All these companies that are starting to push against this agenda, I hope they're rewarded. And I kind of almost think we all need to go out and help support that.
Yeah, I think it's just a tired argument now. I think people are just so fatigued with this. Everything is racist. Like, it's racist fatigue. We're tired of it. And then to your point, I hope that American Eagle was like, bye.
Yeah, for sure. I'm with you. And Ranger George says, I'm torn because the criticism of Eilish is stupid, but she's pandering to these idiots. Plus, I'm British, so celebrating Irish heritage is definitely a bad thing in my eyes. Celebrating Montez isn't. Well, thank you, Ranger George. That's excellent. Ruddy says, Eilish may not have left the hotel. Ireland isn't very Irish anymore. The outrage mob doesn't even know the demographics of Ireland in 2025. Thanks, Ruddy. Bad guy rips off Crash Bandicoot theme. Lazy. Does it? Is there a side-by-side of the Crash Bandicoot?
Oh my gosh, it does. I have never put that together until now. I'm so mad.
Did you see Meg respond right there? What?
Her eyeballs grew.
The Crash Bandicoot is that's my all-time favorite game. And so I can't believe I didn't even put that together. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I'm so mad.
Hold on a sec. Let's see what we got. Let me see if I got this real fast. Okay, hold on. We have this little clip. This is the bad guy right here. We're gonna try to do this without getting copywritten. We'll see. Go ahead, Phoenix.
I'm the bad guy. Duh.
Oh my God!
That's funny.
Oh my God! Why have I have I never put this together before? I'm so mad. I'm so mad at myself.
I like that we actually saw you shut down for a minute. Right?
Yeah.
Like your body just broke.
I just see that do. Like,
oh wow. Oof, indeed. Ian came in and says, I always confuse my Irish friends with Billie Eilish. That's right. Good. Well, good. It's very understandable, Ian. Thank you very much for your wonderful support. Skip May says with the 20 says Shamsa now owns 10% of stock in Craig's ankle. That's right. Oh my gosh. Commodore Van says I also could have gotten out of the fitness test, field day, and Little League to do medical, but I did all that as my family had a rule. You had to try. Let's go, Commodore Fan. Jonathan says I did a mile when I was 16, completed 9 miles, completed it in 9 minutes. No way it takes 6 minutes. Thank you, Jonathan. Okay. By the way, speaking of American Eagle, Phoenix, you tweeted this to me, and look, this is AI, but this is a phenomenal use of AI. I don't know if you saw the way that this fake AI video of Sydney Sweeney responding to the controversy. Did you see this, Meg?
I didn't, but I'm very intrigued.
Okay.
It has come to my attention that fat ugly chicks are upset by my American Eagle ad, and that's honestly so funny because fashion is only for attractive people. I mean, who are you kidding? I'm sorry, you're disgusting, but this product, it's not for you. Liberal women are such spiteful bitches sometimes, but it's not their fault, I guess. Some of them are just born hideous, and that's tough. I also just want to say that throughout this ad campaign, people have been guessing my political views, and against the wishes of my publicist, I'm going to share that I'm way more right-wing than you could ever imagine.
So anyways, pretty funny lines in there, just saying what everybody else was thinking, and AI doing what AI does over here. So But I'll say this: if you don't know what you're looking at here, that does kind of look real. Just
yeah,
you know.
Oh, I thought it was real at
scary.
first, and then I got to do a double take. You know, first my eyesight needed to go return. I'll go. She's talking. I listened to her again, and then I noticed the little quirks. But if you're just watching that, scrolling on X, you know, and you just hear a little blurb of that, you'd think that that was real.
Yeah, I 100% agree. There was a video of, and it may also be in. There was another video that I saw. I'm sure I pulled this up really quick of her. I hope it wasn't AI. Of her kind of like talking about how social media members are like really mean people on social media. I don't know if I don't know if I can find it just on a quick whim, but I did see that getting passed around as well. Either way, yeah, I do agree that we are like, yes, there's been a giant cultural shift, but ultimately it comes down to these corporations here standing up and being like, yeah, we ain't done this nonsense. So let's go and make the transition over to video games now. But first, Bullet Shepherd says, I can't stand Billie because she's a progressive feminist moonbat with terrible music. But hey, she's got big honkers and DSLs. so I'm a little torn. All right, Bullet Shepherd.
Moonbat.
Nice. It's wonderful to hear. Jonathan, thank you again for being a member again. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Talk Marvel Rivals. Have you guys seen this game? This game has obviously blown up in the past, well, since it released. It's been extremely, extremely popular. At one point, it had 644,000 people playing this game when it was released back in February. It popped off. To say the least. I'm sorry. Back at the end of December of 2024, it popped off, and it still has 84,000 people playing it right now. Marvel Rivals is an insanely popular game, to say the least. Meg, have you had a chance to play Marvel Rivals yet?
I'm horrible at it.
Yeah.
There's so much going on. I'm like, what do I do?
Right. And there's, you know, if you are horrible, maybe a cuss word or something slips out while you're trying to talk to your team.
Plenty.
Yeah, plenty of them. Well, good for your teammates and such, because now Marvel Rivals will automatically record in-game voice chats to protect the community from toxic behavior.
Thank you, Marvel Rivals. We appreciate that.
They have finally done it, guys. The idea of toxic behavior will be rooted out of this. I'm always fascinated by this. We see Call of Duty doing something similar with their AI voice chat, and they will censor words that are used in AI voice chat now, which is just insane to me. But I got to think of like, what do you guys think the end goal is with this? Like, because I think, look, the idea here, I'm not even gonna say it's noble, it's stupid, but I think they see it as a noble cause, right? But what is the end goal from this? When they cross the finish line and they've rooted out all this toxic behavior, what does gaming look like at this point, especially with competitive games?
I think the better question is, what is your definition of toxic behavior?
Oh, yeah.
Can you provide a list of these things?
Well,
I think go ahead,
Meg. No, go on.
I think they know that probably majority men, boys, guys are playing this game. And this is just, to me, another attack on masculinity and just boys being boys.
I think there's definitely something to that. But when you play a game, right, especially a competitive game, anytime you're competitive, Meg, you were competitive for a long time. You still are competitive, but from a sports perspective, like there's shit talk, right?
Oh,
you're yelling at each other. I'm sure you struck people out and were like, fuck you, bitch, whatever, right?
Yeah, just me, 12 years old in the mound.
Just yelling, giving them a finger as you walk off the mound, right? But like, whenever I play any sort of sport, basketball, whatever, like even if it's like, I was playing a game with my kid last night, and we were playing some building game with blocks or something. And I'm over here like giving her a little smack talk, let her know that, hey, I'm the king, whatever, right? And that's a big part of any sort of competitive environment.
Trash talk.
Yes. Not just the physical aspect of it, but the emotional aspect of it, the mental aspect of it. And if you can't control those aspects of it, if you think those are toxic behaviors, that's on you, dude.
That's a you problem.
1000%. So,
I can answer your question, Craig.
Sure.
So you said what the end game is, right? It's just control and honestly silence. They don't want people speaking, right? No one wants to participate in games if they're going to be called, toxic name. Well, like as in like, oh, you can't talk. You said something bad. You're banned now. Like nobody wants to participate in these things if they can't even have any fun in them, right? So the end game really here is just control. No one's allowed to have fun. No one can play video games anymore, and people are just going to be miserable. That's what they want.
Okay, you say that, but like I don't know if that's necessary. Like they want people playing video games, right? They do because this is their company. But
you sure about that? I mean, they make out really shitty games thinking this is their target audience and all that, but they're horribly out of step with who the actual audience is.
Yeah, they do. They want them playing the video games, but I think that they also want to play daddy. They want to play just like the government comes in and they want to, they want to make sure that when people mention Marvel Rivals, this game is a really great positive experience, right? Which is, I think there's a lot of irony in that because when you talk to somebody who grew up in the old days of, Xbox 360 lobbies, the people who are making Marvel Rivals, they want people talking about what a good experience it was. But I grew up in the 360 lobbies being called an F and an R and a whatever, go down the list, right? And being told how bad I suck. And I look back on that with rose-colored glasses. I look back, the good old days of logging on, right? And that's kind of what they're expecting here. I guess, maybe.
I think it's just control, and that's really it at this point.
I would say it's cultural corporate mush. It's just basically now that the corporations have eked and found their way into everything. You're even seeing it now with those payment processors and everything like that. So you're seeing the equivalent of if you worked for a corporation X, that they're so afraid of litigation from everything that it becomes this sterile, sexless, gray zilch. And that's what it just feels like, that now our whole lives are being run the same way you would be if you worked at Corporation X. That's what it feels like to me.
Well, you just sparked this in my head. Wait, what if it's just so that people don't communicate anymore?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They don't want people to talk anymore.
They don't want people to talk anymore.
They're afraid of talking.
Zombies and mute.
They don't want to say anything bad. They don't want to get in trouble, so they won't talk anymore. They won't rebel against anything or whatever. They won't think for themselves. No critical thinking here. I know, listen, I'm going very black-pilled here, but that's how I see it.
I blame soft parenting for this one. If your kids can't handle trash talk, but just bust them up a few times. Call them a loser. Get outside, you loser. Come on.
Get outside, you loser.
This is why I'm not a mom.
You're going to have a kid who's like, no, mama, no.
I'm like, get out there.
I'll say this. One of the most exciting moments for me as a dad, like, look, I've coached kids. I've watched my daughters grow up, and my daughter plays competitive volleyball, right? And she had a spike, and when she spiked it down, and it ricocheted off this girl, and it was like a really good spike. And I don't know what she said, but I saw how she reacted, and she gave this like, "Fuck yeah!" like fist bump, and I was like, "That's what I'm talking about," It's like, yeah, let's go, And I think there's a big part of that, and trying to let her know that it's much bigger than the physical aspect of it, And I think that's, when you talk about video games, yes, there is a physical aspect of video games, and I don't need the video game coming in to protect the people that I'm trying to beat in the video game, or my teammates from being, safe. There is such a thing as having a bad teammate. There is such a good thing as having a good teammate. There is such a thing as being criticized for sucking. And you know what? That's okay, because you as a person, you figure out how to deal with that nonsense, or whatever's happening in your life. These are all things that you need to figure out. They're problem solving as humans, because not everything is going to be rosy at all times. And to see video games kind of taking the step is stupid and disheartening, to say the least. You guys have a lot to say about this. Jason says it's called growing thick skin, and you are a stronger person from it. Montez, happy Friday. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate that. We were closing in on our Montez goal. We already hit one because Shamsa's a boss. But hey, let's see if we can hit one the traditional way. Stacy says, I think the goal is a social credit score. Thank you, Stacy. I don't think you're wrong. Teeb says, Demolition Man was a documentary. Graham says, yes, these venerated arbiters of truth and moral behavior. The Chinese Communist Party. Montez. That's right. Carolyn, great to see you, says Boop. Hello, nerds. Happy Friday. Kara, great to see you. Hopefully all is well. Kara, I've been meaning to DM you. I saw your health issues you posted over on X, so just wanted to say hope you're doing well. And I'm sorry that I failed to DM you, but I have been thinking of you. So hope you're doing well. I'll send you a text. Sable says, y'all are making it too benign. It's 1984 becoming real. They're making the web a global monitoring, tracking control system with no escape possible. Unless you live off the grid, which there will be a day where we just don't show up and we're all just living out in the middle of nowhere, which is great. We're all going to go move to Guam. Marius says, the end goal for all... What? No, you don't want me to move to Guam, Blabs?
I'm good. Thanks.
Every day I just show up at your house and we're like, let's do the show. And we do it for nobody. To an audience of 0 over here. Blabs, let's go. Phoenix is showing up and he's got a piece of wood and he's just like hitting things. I'm making the show better. Yeah. Marius came in and says, the end goal for all corporations and government is conformity. The conformed are easily controlled. A lot of black-pilled folks in our audience. I'm kind of for it. Thank you, Marius. Okay. Let's go and move on and talk about this story from Ubisoft. Now, look, you guys know one of the most popular Assassin's Creed games ever was Assassin's Creed Black Flag. This is I would say for a lot of people, it was the high mark of the Assassin's Creed franchise. And recently, there was a voice actor, Edward Kinney. Edward Kinney was voice actor. Matt Ryan was asked about a possible remake of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. And this was at a convention here. And I wanted to show this off to you guys and kind of see the interaction here. Because, look, we've had a lot of remakes, but a lot of people, I think, would be interested in a Black Flag remake.
Great, priming them and everything. Right. Quote in white. Please? You help make a soldier out of a scoundrel. Have you beaten the game?
I have. A while ago. It's been a minute, but...
Well, you might have to beat it again.
This is true. I gotta run through all of them again.
But especially this one. There's a reason I say that, but I can't say anything.
You were muted, by the way, Craig.
So it's the wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yes.
Hey, this may or may not be happening type of thing. So, he gives that right here. And, that's like, whoa, okay, that's kind of cool to see. Very intrigued by the idea of that. But then he was at this other event just a couple days ago, and he was asked about that as well, as somebody saw this video, and he had another interaction here. So let's see what he had to say about this.
So is there a remaster coming out or not?
I don't know, mate.
Because there was another video of you at a con, and basically you said to them, we should play it again, and now like everyone's going, he's teasing the remaster. Don't know, or you're not allowed to know?
Well, the thing is that when that happened, someone was doing this, and I was being very free and open, but I didn't know that they actually were recording me on their phone. And then the company threatened to sue me.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so I say no.
Insane.
So, Ubisoft cracking down on the idea of what he said over there, which I think confirms the idea that there's definitely an Assassin's Creed Black Flag remaster coming soon. But the idea that Ubisoft would threaten legal action over this, I'm of the mindset here that he's at a convention. Like, and by the way, like I love when voice actors give you the wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And I think that is actually a really cool thing for Ubisoft in a situation like this. It actually, you know, if they don't go in and they attack and say, hey, we're going to sue you if you say anything else, it's actually kind of cool. But in a situation like this, you are at an event. People are paying money to get your autograph, which you saw the money on the table right there. Shouldn't you just think you're constantly always being recorded when you're at an event like this? Not to like put the blame on the guy, but
no, it is his fault because he definitely spoke out of term. If like he has some contract with the Ubisoft saying you can't say a peep about this, then yeah, I understand you want to like tease the fans, wink, wink, get them really excited, but at the same time, like you got a contract, you could get your ass into huge trouble. However, the thing is, I don't think Ubisoft should have done any of this because all this does is create excitement and PR for the upcoming remake, right? If it's coming out. This is good stuff. People are like, hell yeah, the voice actor's saying something. They're starting to speculate. People are making videos about it like we are, right? Like, this is good. I don't understand why Ubisoft is like, no, don't do that. It's like, he's literally just helped you guys out, you idiots. But then again, this is Ubisoft, and they think up is down and the left is right and everything else, so.
Yeah. He said it. Well, I didn't know he was recording, but you can very clearly see that his eyes are looking directly at the camera here, Phoenix.
Yeah, that too. Unless he looks up at the same time and then registers it afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah, anytime someone's holding a phone, like just kind of like that, they're clearly filming you. Like you can't get away with it.
I mean, the phones are the size of Pop-Tarts now. There's no inconspicuous way to just be like.
Right. Right. Yeah. I don't know. I think it'd be great to see a remake of a Black Flag. I think it'd be really fun. At the same time, you know, the idea of like them suing, I understand the contractual aspect of it, but how about instead of threatening to sue, you're just like, hey dog, how about you shut up a little bit? Like, would you mind just shutting up instead of like spoiling it for everybody? You know, we it's not part of our marketing thing. So, you know, seems a little bit of excessive, to say the least. But anyways, all right. Well, we'll let you know if there's a Black Flag remake anytime soon. We'll give you guys a heads up on that.
It's happening. It's happening.
Of course it is. Wolf and Wing says even a Black Flag remake could get me back into UB. Wow, look at that. Okay, all right. Wolf and Wings, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. That's spectacular. By the way, 15 yellow supers. Including Real Life Fake Wizard says it's a big no-no to record celebrities at conventions. Even press aren't supposed to record without permission. I've worked at cons for the last 5 years. This is the con's fault, technically. Oh,
that is actually true. So like in certain areas at conventions, you're not allowed to film or take pictures of celebrities who are doing signings and stuff like that. Like, it's a big no-no. There are literally people who are employed to just stand around and say, put your phone away. Put your phone away. You can't take pictures. No photos here. Like, it is true. So that guy was actually breaking terms of service by having his phone out recording.
That's interesting. I did not know it was that.
Like that. I literally tried to take a photo. I've only been to one convention. I tried to take a picture of a celebrity just from far away. I was like trying to sneak it in. No, somebody caught me like, put your phone away. You can't have your phone. No pictures. No pictures. You can't take pictures. I was like, yeah.
Well, Blabs, you are a rebel. You know.
I am. Yeah. I managed to get a super duper grainy shot of the Phelps twins. Yeah.
Way to go, Blabs.
Yeah, got it anyway.
Can you show me how you took that picture with that lean again? There you
go. Thanks. Hey, can we give it up for Phoenix?
Cheesy.
give it up for Phoenix, everybody. Let's go. Love to see that. That's great. All right. Wolf and Wings says Mint couldn't get into. Okay, I was gonna say that's interesting. Thank you, Wolf and Wings. Won't get you into Ubisoft. Taker says, one time in elementary school, we were playing badminton and I was paired with a kid who cried after we lost a match. I was like, bruh. Thanks, Taker. Commodore fan says, there's hope. We have smart people developing decentralized off-grid open source mesh networks for communication. Look up Meshtastic. Thank you, Commodore fan. Speedy Cake says, just want to point out that the vast majority of normies in Australia have no idea this debanking is going on. And if they did, they would have words to say about it.
What's been going on for like a couple of years, actually. I remember hearing about it years ago. And when I talked to my friends in Australia, they're like, what are you talking about? I was like, how do I know this shit? But you don't know the shit. You live there. Wild. Yeah.
Gary Daniels says, try typing 1989 or Tiananmen Square in Rivals chat. Do you get banned? Is that what happens? That's spectacular.
Wait, do you have to type both of them, or can you not type 1989?
I don't know.
Because that's year I was born.
Yeah, they said or, so I guess 1989, you can't do it.
What's
apparently.
wrong with 89?
What if you're a big fan of Taylor Swift? With her, I'm just, she's got her
a Swift.
How is a 40-year-old dude makes the Taylor Swift reference?
Boo, you whore.
What was that? We just got all sorts of sound effects on the show. I never even heard before. Oh, is that you? Okay. Yeah. Shane O'Mag says, when the First Amendment is threatened, look to the Second and find freedom. Montez, thank you, Shane O'Mag. Am I on a slight delay?
Mentally or physically?
Physically on the show.
I'm not seeing it too bad.
That was so quick.
Okay. She's on fire today, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's talk about the Nintendo Switch 2, because Blabs is incredibly upset about everything that's been going on.
I just think they're shit, man.
She is so mad at Nintendo. It's crazy. Let's first start off by saying the Nintendo Switch 2 is selling like crazy. It has sold 6 million units in 7 weeks. It is the biggest launch of any video game system ever, which I did not anticipate this.
I was going to ask if you were I'm shocked by this. I did not think it was going to be this big. Certainly not the biggest console seller of all time. That is crazy.
Not at all. Not more or less for an upgrade of the Switch 1. Did not see this happening at all. The bundle with Mario Kart World has sold 5.6 million units globally. So there's over 5 million people who have Mario Kart World over here. It's just insane. Insane. They're going like crazy. Switch 2 hardware sales totaled 1.27 million units in Japan in Q1, 2 million units in the Americas. It's going nuts. But there's been an update here for the original Nintendo Switch. And Blabs, I'm going to let you go ahead and read this.
All right, so this comes from actually like the Nintendo website. Posted today, effective today, well, effective the 3rd. Pricing for the original Nintendo Switch family of systems and products will change in the United States based on market conditions effective August 3rd, 2025, aka Sunday. These include Nintendo Switch OLED model, Nintendo Switch Lite, and select Nintendo Switch accessories. Other Nintendo products, including certain Nintendo Switch 2 accessories, select Amiibo, and the Nintendo Sound Clock Alarmo, will also see adjustments. Pricing for the Nintendo Switch 2 system, physical and digital Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as Nintendo Switch Online memberships, will remain unchanged at this time. However, this is where it's funny. Please note that price adjustments may be necessary in the future.
What's interesting is that the price of Nintendo Switch consoles on Target website have gone up already. You can see the price of the Nintendo Switch, $340 right here. The OLED model, $400. Very rarely do you see a console that's been out for 7 years
Exactly.
go up in price.
What the fuck? You're supposed to be clearing this out. You're supposed to be selling everything else that you have left over to be only focusing on your Switch 2, your new product. What is with these people? And they're all blaming it on like the whole Trump tariffs and everything. It's insane. It's like these people were going to do it anyway because they're greedy little shitheads and they've been increasing the price this entire time. It's insane. It's so stupid. So stupid.
Yeah, you know, RGT of all folks says, are y'all falling for the market conditions excuse, or have you woken up yet over here? He says, y'all talking about tariffs on a system that came out in 2017.
Exactly.
Right here.
What the fuck are we doing? Like, this is stupid.
Meg, can you think of a product that's come out that's been out for over half a decade that decided to raise its price?
No. It's so dumb.
Well, as of right now, the Nintendo Switch has sold 152 million units. So it's as far as the list of the best-selling consoles of all time, right now the Nintendo Switch 2, is now sold 153 million units. It's 7 million behind the PlayStation 2 all time. I gotta think it's gonna pass it, right? At this point, it's gonna pass. I mean, because I expected the Nintendo Switch to see a big bump in sales because of the Switch 2. And my thought was, and I got flamed for this, and maybe everyone who flamed me is 100% right. I'll take the L on this if this is the case. But my thought was that your general parents are going to go to the store and they're going to see a Switch 1 or a Switch 2 for $600, and they're going to see a Switch 1 for $300, and they're going to buy the Switch 1 instead of the Switch 2.
Yes.
Right? That obviously has not happened, right? As the Switch 2 is selling like freaking hotcakes. But I do think that you're still going to see a jump in Switch 2 sales. So do we think that the Switch 1 will overtake the PlayStation 2 for the most sold console of all time?
Not if they're increasing the prices.
Yeah, literally took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah,
Not if
I
they're
was
going to
gonna say.
increase it. Do you think that this is a strategy so that that doesn't happen and people are forced to buy the Switch 2? Because that seems kind of stupid.
That's what I was
You're
thinking.
going to make money either way.
To try and help avoid market confusion for parents and the fact you can't find a Switch 2 out there. I don't know. I'm trying to wrap my head around it because it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense, but yes, even Sony did this a couple months ago. Do you guys remember that? They raised the price of the PlayStation 5.
In select markets, yep.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing, dude? Like, how many did you even sell of those? You don't have any games. Why are you increasing the prices? It's nuts to me.
There's no
I don't know.
games. None. I bought a Pro. I'm the one guy. The one guy. who
Phoenix
bought
is
a
the
Pro.
one guy.
That's it. And there's nothing to play on it. Zero.
No.
My husband just sent me a message. He was like, I wonder if we should get a Switch. Because he's watching right now.
we should probably get a Switch before they raise the prices
Yeah,
more,
you have
right?
until Sunday.
Yeah,
Because
you
that's
got-
when the price hike starts on Sunday.
So I just said, let's get one.
Go to Best Buy and get one right now.
That's right. Definitely not Target, as they've already increased the price.
Yeah, which
You know-
is really unfair because it's supposed to be starting on Sunday. So how is it they're already getting away with it? I don't know. I find that pretty shitty.
Because it's
but-
Target.
Market conditions,
Target.
Blabs.
Yeah,
Market
Target.
conditions. Target. The high-class Target, or the high-class Walmart. You know, I'm looking at this. I was looking at this a little bit deeper. This is crazy to me. The Switch has sold 153 million units. 153. I don't know if you guys saw. Like, when the Super Nintendo and the NES were released, it was it was crazy, right? That's all anybody wanted was an NES or a Super Nintendo, specifically Super Nintendo when it came out. Did you know? I can't
It's
even
like
believe I'm
60
saying
million, right? I think it's
Yes.
60 million for the Super Nintendo. Right?
the NES only sold sold 62 million units. The Super Nintendo sold less than 50.
Wow.
Like, that's mind blowing. The N64 sold 33 million. Holy shnikes. I had like, if the Switch 2 came out and sold 33 million units, it would be laughed out the freaking gym for selling only 33 million units.
And it
That's
doesn't add up
crazy to me.
because everyone you know has an old Nintendo, like in our age bracket of 20 years old, of course. But
At least the original or Super, yeah.
everyone has them. Everyone. And I'm always stunned by how small those numbers were.
Look at okay, this is actually super interesting. Okay, the original Nintendo, 62 million units. The follow-up, 49 million units. The follow-up to that, 33 million units. The follow-up to that, the GameCube, 21 million units. The follow-up to that, 13 million units. Like, when you look at the trajectory of Nintendo all the way through the Wii U, it was a giant slide down. Like, that's not a marginal. That is a massive slide down. And that's what makes the Wii so unbelievably spectacular. selling 101 million units, which literally revived Nintendo in over the span of a couple of years. That is crazy to think. And then you see, obviously, they were carried by their handhelds, Game Boy, DS, over there for such a long time. I've always thought of Nintendo as like a traditional home console, but I'm an idiot because having the handhelds was the way to go for Nintendo. It was selling 154 million units there, 120 for the Game Boy and Game Boy Color. I'm sure the GBA's in there as well. But and then obviously the Switch.
Don't you remember that every new console that came out from N64 on, you always heard it in the news, like, is this Nintendo's final console? They were always spelling disaster for Nintendo because it was that downward trajectory. And it was only until you could kind of see what they were doing. It was the handhelds that carried them afloat. And then they decided to lean away against trying to keep up with the market. They were fighting through Sega. They were fighting through Sony. And they decided, we're going to do our own thing. And that paid off for them. And ever since they decided to do that from the Wii on, they were successful, minus the Wii U, of course. That was like a black sheep. But when they decided to lean in on their own innovations as opposed to trying to contend with the market, they wound up succeeding.
Mm-hmm. Did Blabs, you think this is just strictly greed from Nintendo?
100%. This is all about greed. This is not. The tariffs are an excuse. Everyone's like, oh, thanks, Orange Man. The Dawn did this. Orange Man bad. It's like, no. The companies are the greedy ones. Why don't you take it up with them? They're literally just trying to pocket as much money as possible every single chance they get without being reasonable to their consumers.
Blabs on the Nintendo hate train.
I'm not even on the. I don't even hate any of these, right? I think they all have done great things in their respective companies. It's just you're fucking greedy. You are.
Meg, you got anything to close out on that? Are you going to go get a Switch before it goes up in price?
I mean, probably will.
It's working.
I mean, I'm curious, but I am curious about this. How many different variations of Nintendo consoles, handhelds have come out versus, say, Sony?
So they've all had a lot of different iterations of their consoles, whether it's pro models, whether it's a different, skin or color or whatever on the like Nintendo, they had different. They released
Pokemon,
a new, right?
A lot of cosmetic stuff.
A lot of cosmetic
but
stuff.
As far as like the actual technology of each individual thing.
Yeah, for the PlayStation, specifically like the PlayStation 3 and 4, and I guess to a lesser extent 5, as hard drives got bigger and cheaper to do, they would put bigger hard drives into the consoles themselves. So they'd have different models there.
They'd have slim models, things like that too.
Right. A little more aesthetically pleasing. So that'd be interesting to see how many models there were of the PlayStation 4 and 5 and the 3. Because I know there was probably 6 or 7 models of the 3, I believe, just over the course of its lifetime. So it's not a standard. It's not an abnormal thing. Nintendo will definitely release a Switch 2 Pro or an OLED model down the line or something like that has a better screen or is more sleek or something. I don't know. They'll do something midway through its life cycle to kind of push it over the edge. That's what they did with the Switch as well. So
I remember was it the PlayStation 3? They had one model where you had like the wands. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
The
Move, the PlayStation Move.
Yes, yeah. They kind of tried to do the Wii thing. We got that one. We got the one that came with the wands, and it was so janky. But I'm a PlayStation girly, so.
Oh man, and obviously Microsoft had the Kinect and the camera, the Kinect thing. That was such a. Everyone was like, "Oh, motion controls, they're so cool," and it was like the trend. Commodore fan says, "I have a love-hate relationship with Nintendo. I love the games, but with how they have been acting on prices, it makes me not want a Switch 2 right now." Yeah, I think that's been probably the biggest realization for me is the idea that like Nintendo is Disney, like 1000%, and that's tough because I liked Disney for a long time, and I liked all that stuff for a long time. It's tough. Hey, real quick, Wicked, thank you so much for rating us over on Rumble. Really appreciate you sending and Kick. Let's go. Yep. Great to see everybody over on Kick. You guys hanging out with us wherever you're watching, whether it's Rumble or Kick or Twitch. A lot of folks tuning in with us over on Kick, because we're growing a little bit more every day over there, which is great. 131 folks watching us over on Kick, approaching Rumble numbers, which is very, very cool. And Twitch, we appreciate you guys as well, as we just returned back to Twitch about a month or so ago. So thank you guys very much for popping in and spending a little bit of your day with us, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Central Time. All right. 16-Pit Dude says Xbox and PlayStation did the same with raising prices of their current consoles that are already years old. I'll keep on PC. Montez, thank you, 16-Pit Dude. By the way, we are 3 yellow supers away from our goal of 20 for the day. Nathan says, you were overlooking one factor, Craig. Nintendo was hard carried by one IP that built their handhelds, Pokemon, the biggest IP in the world. Very true. Pokemon was God and is God to a lot of people. Peculent, I can't say your name, I'm sorry, says Xbox raised their prices to a few months ago. Did they really? I didn't see that.
I think all of them basically were stupid and they're like, let's raise our prices together on a span of a few months.
Commodore fan says, I made new NVMe SSDs for my Linux laptop desktops. I have plenty of great Steam games to keep me busy for a long time. Nintendo's making me sad. Yeah, I hear you on that. Okay, let's go and move on to this other story here, as we just got a little bit to go. Appreciate you guys popping in. Do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button if you haven't. Also, if you missed it earlier today, we announced our next big premium event. It's called King of the Cart, where we're getting all of our buddies together, and we are going to be producing a premium live event for everybody over on Side Scrollers Plus. If you haven't become a member of Side Scrollers Plus, do it today, because today is the final day. You can get your first month for only $1, which if you use promo code $, at checkout, your first month only $1. Today is the final day to use that. And you'll be able to watch King of the Cart as part of your membership. So we greatly appreciate you guys popping in. Do us a favor, open up a new tab, join us right now. Don't delay, get on it. Appreciate you guys. All right, let's get to this story here. I like to talk Harry Potter with Blabs because she's very passionate about Harry Potter. And by saying I like to talk about Harry Potter with Blabs, that means I don't at all. But I do like when she is extremely passionate. Meg, are you a Harry Potter fan?
I enjoy the movies. I'm
Okay.
more of a Marvel and Lord of the Rings girly.
Okay.
But
Got
I
it,
like
got it,
Harry
got it.
Potter.
So Blabs, give us a
Don't
quick...
worry, I'm not going to get mad at you if you don't.
Please don't bite me.
It's going to kill you. Okay, so Blabs, give us a rundown here. Who's code names here?
So that they are basically a board game company. That is basically it. They've just announced that they're going to be making a new video, like a new board game that is all about Harry Potter. It's going to be released in Q4 of 2025. That image that you see there, that's basically all I've seen so far of this board game. It looks okay to me. It doesn't look bad, but the board game itself isn't the issue. The issue is that this company decided to go and post something about Harry Potter on Blue Sky.
Ooh.
Never do that on Blue Sky, because if you guys didn't know, that's where all the Alphabet Mafia left Twitter for. They went there. So when they made this announcement saying that they would be making a Harry Potter board game, it did not go well whatsoever. In fact, if you check the thread, it's full of nasty replies, full of people saying, cancel this, or I'll never buy from you ever again. Cancel this, and I'm going to tell my whole family to never buy from you again, never do this, never do that. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Lots of trans flags, lots of hate, all because they dared to have a licensing agreement with Harry Potter Warner Brothers. It's insane. It's just full on. And the problem is, after this went off into like a giant like blow up on Blue Sky, the account censored and restricted that post so you couldn't comment on it anymore, which is like, you never do that. You never turn off the comments and everything afterwards. Like, that's just stupid, right? And then they made a stupid ass vague statement saying, not even mentioning J.K. Rowling, not even mentioning the Harry Potter franchise itself, just saying, hey, we want to make this board game because we have nostalgia and we love the world. Nothing to do with the creator. They refer to J.K. Rowling as the creator, right? That is all they say. They don't even, they don't mention Harry Potter in their statement. So they bend the knee to the wokies, explaining why they had the audacity to make a board game for Harry Potter without even mentioning again Harry Potter. So they pissed off the wokies, right? Because they decide to make the licensing partnership, but then they pissed everybody else off because they bent the knee. So now nobody's happy with this company because they're the Alphabet Mafia screaming and reading. The other people like me are like, well, you shouldn't have addressed it in this matter. You should have just either doubled down saying we're going to make this board game, or you say nothing at all. You should have never censored the comments. You should have never done any of this bullshit that you just pulled. So now it's like, so who's going to buy this board game now, right? Because you've just alienated a whole bunch of people. Also, to counter that, how many of those people were going to buy it in the first place? Not a whole lot of them, because they don't like Harry Potter. They don't have money. So then there's been this whole entire thing on YouTube where like these board game YouTubers were all saying, we're never going to buy from this company ever again because they're partnering with Harry Potter. And like these YouTubers have like almost like 100,000 subscribers, some of them. So they're not small channels, right? Like they have an impact on board games. And it's like, so like board games are already kind of like, it's not a very big thing, right? In the grand scheme of things compared to like video games or whatever.
What are you
so it's like
talking about?
What is that?
It's the Dream Phone.
Oh. What
is that? Just pulled out a Barbie phone.
What's the Dream Phone telling you? What's are they calling and letting you know what's going on?
It's saying these people freaking out over board games are gay.
Yes, 100%. It's insane. So like they basically alienated people, right? They bent the knee. They're acting like cowards. They don't even have the balls to say the words Harry Potter or J.K. Rowling in their statement explaining why they partnered. They're like, oh, we have nostalgia and we want everyone to have a conversation and everyone should be respectful in this controversial thing. It like they handled this so badly. And it's like, now I feel like you kind of brought this upon yourself, right? You censored people. You said a stupid statement that did absolutely nothing but backfire on you, and everyone else is now mad at you. So the TLDR here is that the Alphabet Mafia is again mad at Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling. I mean, they're always mad. So yeah, and the trannies are really pissed off on Blue Sky.
But Blabs, do you have an opinion on this matter? Just kind of curious.
I mean, like I said, I think they're cowards.
No, stop.
I made a 20-minute video on this yesterday where we went through everything. If you guys want like the autistic, super duper nitty gritty details, yeah, like it's insane. The statements were nuts.
Well, you can see the people who. So yes, there have been people who say they're going to boycott Codenames just for doing this. This company,
exactly.
By the way, this company Codenames company, their profile. How many followers do you think they had to begin with? This is not like a big company. So Meg, let's play the Price is Right game real quick. Okay. How many followers do you think that Codenames has over on Blue Sky, Meg?
452.
452, not bad.
Can I just thank you for the intense drama you just put in that answer?
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for leaning in.
It's all part of it.
Yeah.
Phoenix, do you have any guesses?
What was your total again?
452.
Yeah.
250.
250 from Phoenix. Blabs, do you know the answer to this?
I've seen the Blue Sky count.
Okay, the correct answer, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you in the chat, is 27.
Now remember, this is Blue Sky, so it's like the smallest platform, but it's still very embarrassing.
I was gonna go that low, but I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But
so look, it's not like this is a big company by any means.
No, this is the problem though. Like there's such a tiny company. It's like these people threatening to like leave nasty reviews and boycotts and everything. Like these are people's lives you are messing with just because they dare to do like a licensing agreement. It's just they're horrible. They're horrible.
It's so stupid.
There's one comment. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's one tranny who was literally like, if I ever said that I'd be working on a Harry Potter game, I would have my friends rightfully beat me to death. It's like, what friends do you have, homie?
It's clever. It's wonderful.
My thoughts on this is, okay, Harry Potter, yes, was created by J.K. Rowling. You can think whatever you want. You don't have to like her. However, that art, that in a piece of entertainment is still going to be around forever. It's going to live on. So you're just going to have to deal with it. The same way, whatever you might think about Michael Jackson, his music is still going to be around. It's going to live on because that was part of his legacy. He created amazing work, just like J.K. Rowling did. You don't have to like the person, but you can still enjoy the work because you love it. What do you get? You got a Harry Potter tattoo? You're going to go get it removed? Or you're going to get it covered up? That's so stupid. That's dumb.
You're dumb. Stop being so dumb. Stop being so dumb, everybody.
So stupid.
Well, the best part about this, right? So this isn't the only instance where like these people are really pissed off at J.K. Rowling in the last few weeks. They've been really mad at Humble Bundle, and in fact, apparently, according to Forbes, J.K. Rowling has earned an estimated $80 million since 2020. Now, if you remember, in 2020 was basically when she started talking about women's rights and everything. So she's earned $80 million since then, just in the 5 years, right? Like she's a billionaire. So it's like, how do you think that boycott is working? How do you think all your rees are going for you when she's alone in 5 years, based just off like royalty and everything? $80 million. Like, good luck.
Yes, she's doing just fine.
Yeah,
she's doing just fine.
And the thing is, I kind of want to know how this this quote unquote boycott is going to go, because if you remember in 2023 there was the Hogwarts Legacy, so they were bringing it back to video games, and they tried to boycott that game. They tried to cancel it. They're harassing people and whatnot. But the thing was, Avalanche Studios and Warner Brothers never addressed the whole trans stuff, except for the voice actor on his own page. They never said anything like, "Oh, we're playing this video game. We made this video game because we love it." Right? They made no statement. They just gave you the product and said, "Here's the product, here's what you do, what you will with it." This company, though, made that stupid ass statement. So now you gotta wonder, like, how is this gonna play out in the long run? Because you've pissed off everybody now, both sides. So good luck to them. Also, it's a very, very niche community, really, too.
Yeah, for sure. Well, this is I'm going, by the way, there's a number of YouTubers who are boycotting reviewing this, right? No pun included. Don't know who they are. They have 97,000 subscribers. Excellent. They are not on X. They have left X, locked their account. But I'll tell you that there's a lot going on in this in their header image. I'll just say that right now. But they are over on Blue Sky, and when you scroll down their Blue Sky account, it is pretty much all about this right here. It's just constantly this from Aftermath. Obviously super.
They live rent free.
Isn't it funny how they like to think that we're such in the minority? However, this platform is so small, and yet you can see, there's 27 people following this account, and there's all these people bitching about all this stuff, and no one cares. Right? No one freaking cares.
Yes, but you see,
echo chamber.
Yes. Then you see this person, Keith Law, says, "I have a very tiny voice on this, but I canceled my meeting with this company after their statement with code names." That's good. So, wanted to share a few thoughts on the recent discussions about the decision to partner with J.K. Rowling. Do you guys want to actually see what he has to say?
I kind of do.
Blabs, have you already watched this?
No, I actually haven't. I was going to say, in the article that I sent you, there is a photo of one of those Reen people. She looks exactly like you expected she will look, and I thought maybe you'd want to pull that off so you can have a good laugh.
Sure. I'll pull it up. This is from the board game.
Yeah, the big article that you had. If you scroll all the way down, it's a very big article. Keep scrolling down.
Look, all these guys look exactly like you think they look.
Yes.
Right.
But the woman is the creme de la creme, I think.
Just real quick, like,
smug.
What are we doing here? Look at
Very
this guy
smug.
right here. Just come on. Just saying.
Wait, are you sure that's a man?
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
why would you use that photo? It's so embarrassing.
Okay.
You see how big this article is too? Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but by the way,
there it is. Ain't she something?
Look at her little mushroom ears.
Yeah, that's good. Good
I've
for
had way more attractive bowel movements than this.
Oh no. Oh no. Yes, all built around Blue Sky. Well, hey, great for you guys. Keep getting the word out. I'm sure that game is going to sell like hotcakes when it's released. And way to stand up to the man, the small independent company man.
It's ma'am.
Right here.
Oh, wait, I got you.
By the way, do we want to go back? Oh, thank you. Do we want to see what fake Timu Ben Affleck?
He looks like he looks like for discount Benedict Cumberbatch.
You guys want to see or no?
No.
I just wanted to share a personal message along.
Yeah, we don't need this.
All right,
I just want to share. Turn it off.
That's what I'm saying to that. All right. Look, we have more stories to share with you guys, but first I want to let you guys know that Ian came in with 25 gifted subs over on kick.com/side-scrollers. 25 new, wonderful son of a guns hanging out with us over there. Ian, thank you so much for your ridiculous support. Kick has such a great revenue share, and we appreciate that. Not to be outdone, Chili Mad Gunner came in with 10 gifted subs over on Twitch. Man, spreading the love today, guys. Thank you very much for the wonderful support. Also, we did hit our Montez goal on Supers today, which is absolutely great. We're going to get to all those here in just a minute. Hold on. Maverick Marty says, just wanted to run up that Ian gifted 50 subs over there. I see 25, but hey, give it up for Ian for the 50 then. Let's stink and go. Can we get some sort of party, something going on here, and then we'll get to Montez? Let's go. Blabs, dance it out.
Yeah.
Woo!
So the thing is, Ian gifted 50 subs in total so far to the channel on Kick. That's what it is.
Wow.
You guys are awesome. That's all you can say. Between Shamsa and Ian and everyone coming in with your support all over the place on wherever we're at. We love that you guys can watch the show wherever you guys are tuning in, and we are forever grateful for your unbelievable support. So to say thank you would be an understatement, but thank you. So, yikes! I don't even know how to respond to all this stuff. But Omegalist says, always baffles me with Nintendo's obvious greed. How do they continuously hold back the classic Pokemon games? Actually fuels piracy and emulation. Thank you, Omegalist. Mercenary says, I still have hope Nintendo will change course, but they have to be humbled first. The PAL World lawsuit is going to break Nintendo. They are losing. I don't know if it's going to break them, but it could put a little chink in their armor. Steven came in with a $9.99, says, remember Nintendo announced a price adjustment. Whenever Nintendo announces a price adjustment, they always remind me why I didn't buy a Switch 2. Also, you don't own the console. You're buying the privilege to play the console. Thank you, Steven. Marius came in, says, Montez, Pardue. And then he finished up with Montez. Yes, we got our Montez goal. Phoenix, fire away.
Round one, fight.
Bitch! Montez!
Fatality.
Montez!
It's a classic.
Yes.
It's a classic. Yes. World of Gaming gifted a sub. I'm guessing over on Rumble. Let's stink and go, guys. That's awesome. Wow.
Are you there, Owen Wilson?
Wow.
Yeah, wow. West says, Blabs, you're right. This event will most likely isn't the start of Billie turning based. It's just wishful thinking on my part. 99% chance it won't happen. Maverick Marty says, just want to run it up that Ian gifted 50 subs. Yes, Maverick, thank you again. That's spectacular. Zorak came in for the 20, says, $20 is crazy. He says, there's too much soy in the water. Yes, just delivering it straight into the veins. And Wes says, Michael Jackson most likely did nothing wrong. Watch Razorfist video series on the topic. Thank you, West. Okie dokie. Man, oh man, we didn't even get to all the fun stuff we wanted to talk about.
I think we've
today.
agreed that Meg is to be on every single show of Side Scrollers moving forward.
Congratulations, Meg did it.
You're hired.
Which is just great.
I accept.
I accept. Meg is hired. Okay. Look, I want to remind you guys. I know a lot of you guys are like, you guys did so well today. Why do I need to join Side Scrollers Plus? Look, I get it, right? But Plus is ultimately the lifeblood of how we're going to be successful, right? So, which is why we are creating so much stuff, including King of the Cart, our next event happening in 30 days. If my arm is yes, 30 days. It's happening August 30th. It'll be exclusive to Side Scrollers Plus members. The pre-show will be available to everybody. But today is the final day to use that promo code $. Once again, get on it, doggone it, as they say. For love for you guys to join us over there, so you can watch. King of the Couch, King of the Cart, Kirsche's content. And something I didn't mention earlier is every Thursday throughout the month of August, and we're looking to do this pretty much for the foreseeable future. Thursdays at 3 o'clock Central. Thursdays at 3, we're going to have a bunch of new content for you guys. We're going to be tinkering with all sorts of things exclusively on Plus. I've been talking about doing a retro game podcast for a long time. Coming up this coming Thursday, we'll have the first episode of the Video Game Vault podcast live on Side Scrollers Plus, and I'll be joined by another Side Scrollers Plus partner, Eric from Yumi and the Movies. Will be joining to discuss the greatness of Mega Man. That'll be Thursday at 3, and we're going to have something special for you guys every Thursday at 3 over on Plus. So I would love for you guys to join. Once again, join for only $1. You get access to everything we got going over there. Kirsche talked about the stream she's doing on the 14th with us. That's going to be really fun. So once again, every single Thursday at 3 throughout the month of August, and hopefully moving ahead as well. So lots of great things happening. Speaking of lots of great things, Meg, please fill everybody in where they can find you once again over on Rumble.
Where'd that dog just come from? It just showed up.
What dog? Oh, there's a dog. Look at that dog. Let's go.
Can't pet that dog.
Yeah, let's go.
Guys, you can find me everywhere. Rumble, X, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Everything is at MeggieMoo32 on everything. So if you search it, you'll find me. You can catch me on Rumble Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays for On the Subject at 7:30, 8:30 Eastern, where we talk about Gen X and millennial nostalgia. The topic is different every night. We never talk about the same thing, but it's really, really fun. Lumpy and I have a show on Wednesday nights called Playback Requests Live. That's at 6:30, 7:30 Eastern. And then on the weekends, we have Off the Subject, where there is no topic, casual hangout, playing video games. So you can catch me tonight at 8 p.m. Central on Rumble.
That is spectacular. Also spectacular, I want to point out that we talked about Pikachu having boobs earlier in the stream, and I'd like to thank Dave, a.k.a. Ellen Page, for delivering this over on X. Thank you for that, Mimic. I mean, that's most impressive. Congratulations. So yeah, you can find that over on X. I'll give that a little heart right there. There we go. All right, you guys have a great rest of your day.
No, we still
Thank you
have
so
a
much for your
plus
support.
tip. I need you to pull.
Oh.
I need to be pulled up. Phoenix, if
Okay.
you wouldn't mind. Tenarian set this for $5 over on Plus. I thought it was fitting.
Oh, nice. Yeah, a little bit of that. A little bit of that. Always looking at what's going on over at the X cleavage, huh?
Yep.
All right, guys, thank you again. Wherever you guys are tuning in, we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Hit the thumbs up button on your way out. Spectacular stuff. Join us over at Plus for just $1. Last day to do so. Get on it, doggone it. Get outside, touch some grass, and hey, let's all hit that presidential physical fitness thing. Yes, let's go. Let's all get good at that. We'll all get good, get strong, get buff, and most importantly, stay alive for the long haul, so we can do side scrollers until 2085. It'll be great, right? And Blabs will be like, man, with no teeth. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you guys later. Have a great weekend. Yes. Remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. See you guys later. Have a great weekend. See you Monday. Bye-bye.
Fatality.